2020. Jace. I realized I already did the intro, and you could see another example of the bad lighting, right? So I'm standing here, shadows and all that, and you back up, and little by little. Let me turn on this other lamp. Give me a second. All right. Super pumped. It's funny, when I was watching the video, my girlfriend was like, I already knew you were watching kind of before like hearing it. And then she was listening as I was watching it, and she's like, I wish I recorded your face, because watching Pat Flynn like take the shirt out to show it was just mind-blowing. So the thing I always want to say too is, when you're, first of all, thank you, Pat Flynn, for even giving me a shot, giving me a chance to do that. And for everybody else, you know, like, just keep going. Like I always say, like, if you see somebody doing something and you're like, man, that seems cool, I could never do that, just go for it. Just try it. At least give it a shot. Even doing these vlogs, the reason I'm doing the vlogs on my cell phone is just to show you, like, you can do this stuff on anything. Like the whole YouTube thing, like, you know, I have the setup with the microphones and the mixers and all that stuff, but just do it. Like, don't wait to, like, for the perfect scenario. And when it came to, you know, the shirt designs and all that stuff, you know, I didn't have the time before to, like, sit down and do shirt designs, and I didn't know how to even do it. So my first design, the one that you guys all know and love, the one that I love the most, I paid my friend to do it. I was like, my buddy Bun, like, he's awesome. I love his work. I have his work somewhere in here. Like, this was the first thing I ever contracted or commissioned, I should say, Bun to do for me. And I was like, I love Bun's work. I'm ready to take my YouTubing to another level, and I want him to be a part of it. So I reached out, paid him to hook me up, and, you know, he killed it. He nailed it. And then I remember kind of going before, I've said this on HeyArcher Live a number of times, so don't forget to watch HeyArcher Live. I remember going through the mall I work at and seeing different apparel companies and different brands and all this stuff. And there's one in particular, I won't say which one it was, because I kind of like some of their stuff, but I'm about to get ready to work out. I just actually ate Popeyes pre-workout, so there's that. But I'll sit down. So I went by this brand, and I saw what they had in stock in the window, and I was like, there's nothing, to me, I was like, there's nothing crazy about that. Like, that's just something with the logo on it and the design they made, and they were able to charge crazy money for it. And I was like, what is it that people are paying for here? And I realized it's really, you're paying for the brand. You're paying for the person or the people behind that logo, that brand, that design. And I said to myself, I want to do that. I want to, like, make a brand. I want to make a, you know, a name for myself. And part of the YouTubing and the podcasting is just the overall HeyArcher brand. It's all one thing. And in my case, it's not really me as much as it is you guys. Like, I want you guys to rock HeyArcher and have HeyArcher on things to be like, yeah, I'm nerd affiliated to this thing. Like, I'm a nerd. I'm happy to be a nerd. Maybe that should be my business model tagline. Anyway, so I remember seeing this stuff, and I'm like, I want to do that. And I said to myself, all right, I have a logo, and I want to make clothes, right? But then I already own and that's the thing, when you commission somebody to make you whatever design work or whatnot, it becomes business, right? You and your friend or whoever it is, you're doing a business exchange. And when I commissioned Bun to do my logo, he was like, all right, well, if you just want me to make you a logo, it costs X. But if you want to own it, like, it's all you, once I make it and pass it over to you, I own nothing, do whatever you want with it, it costs Y. So, you know, I paid Y. I own the logo, I own the rights to it or whatever. But I was like, I kind of want to do something with me on it, like something that I created. But again, I didn't have time. I was just like, whatever. So I came up with Nerd Affiliated, and I was like, oh, like this whole brand is Nerd Affiliated, and a lot of people who listen and watch the channel, a lot of people don't actually love the nerdy stuff. They just like being a part of the group. And I was like, oh, Nerd Affiliated. So Nerd Affiliated became the thing, and my first like design I made, if anything, was just text. I legit put text on a t-shirt that said Nerd Affiliated, and I sold it. I sold it with some stuff that had the HeyArcher logo on it, and I sold it with I ended up making another design. I went on YouTube, I looked up how to make t-shirt designs, and I like killed my brain. Like, it took me days to learn how to do the Dreamer design. But really, Nerd Affiliated was the first one that I was like, I'm doing this. I'm gonna make something that I, go forward and just make it, And it was just text. It was just text. But there was a sense of pride I had when I opened up the package for the first time, and it was like a t-shirt. I think the tank came in first, but it just said Nerd Affiliated. And I might have the video somewhere. I feel like I recorded an unboxing of the stuff and I never released it. I gotta see if the video's floating around somewhere. But there was the special feeling about opening it, and I'm like, oh, like that was me. Like I made that thing. And the shirts sold well. And I sent one to Pat. I sent some to some other people that I watch that motivate me and influence me, and some who are big YouTubers and some that are just regular people like you and I. And people liked it. And they were like, I was like, hey, I'm not sending this to you because I'm like, hey, I want you to plug my stuff. I'm sending it to everybody who got free merch from me. I send it because you make me do, like, you help me do this. You make me do this. You motivate me to do this. And after the first launch was so successful and people were, happy at the Nerd Affiliated thing and whatnot, they were like, I was like, I need to make more stuff. I need to make different things. So, I went back and I redid the Dreamer shirt in a different way, and asked Bun to hook up another logo because I was ready to kind of have a second type of logo, but I wanted something more retro, and I feel like the channel kind of has like a retro feel to it. So Bun hooked up another logo, and I sat on it for a while, actually. He made that for me quite a few months before I actually released it. But I was like, all right, I need to do more stuff, and just learn how to make more designs. And in doing so, I said, I want to try different websites. So I tried Place It, and I'm gonna do the video soon, probably this week, on designing something with Place It. And that's how I came out with the linebacker design. I just went to Place It, and I was like, I want to make a design. I don't have the resources to do it. I'm not talented enough to, like, from scratch sit down and in a time effective manner do this. So I'm gonna use the tools I have, and Place It was a tool that I had to use it. But came up with the shirt, came up with the linebacker idea to make merch out of it, released that too, and it just kind of, people liked it. And I think it was more that people like being a part of this group. Nerd Affiliated, HeyArcher, and that's why the shirt did well. So then, that's when Pat Flynn reaches out. Actually, Jess reached out, and Pat and Jess reached out, and we're like, hey, like, we think it'd be cool if you helped us with a shirt. And I was like, wow, it's like, you go from from this just being, I don't want to say hobby, but like, when you're starting out in anything, you kind of feel like you're not a pro. You're just doing it. You're just making it. And I feel that with the YouTube channel. I still feel that way. I just make things, and I just do the best I can. And when they reached out, I was like, I kind of got that feeling of like, wow, like maybe there is something to this. Like maybe people do see value in what I'm doing, what I'm creating, and the effort I'm putting into it. And it's something that I really, like I don't know if I can even like express in words like what it means to like have somebody reach out to you, to have, some of you may know, like, I don't know, some of you may be artists and whatnot, but the feeling to have somebody reach out to you and say like, I want your touch on this, like I want your hand involved with this project that I'm gonna use to represent myself. I don't know, it was crazy. It was a feeling I could not, I don't know when that feeling will ever come again. Like, I'm not sure, you know, when that is, or if it ever happens again. My heater turned on, give me a second. But yeah, it's just an honor to like, just give something a shot and then see it actually like lead to something, become something. So that's kind of how the shirt came to be. And as far as like the Back to the Future thing, you know, that wasn't my first design. I came up with some other ideas and concepts to send to them, and they were like, not doing it for them, which is fine. That's A-okay. So I was like, so then what I liked about that, instead of them just saying, oh cool, HeyArcher made something blank, I was like, it's actually kind of forcing me to think outside the box, go beyond the tools that I had available to me to see what else I can learn. And I was like, dude loves Back to the Future. I was like, everybody who's a fan of Pat Flynn knows he loves Back to the Future. So I learned how to make, you know, Back to the Future, like inspired fonts and stuff and colorization. And then we kind of took it from there. But I think the moral of this vlog post on this Vlogmas day is, and going back to me just shooting this on the phone. And if I remember, I'll post a video here of like me originally shooting on the phone. Is you gotta just start. You just gotta go. And no matter what the venture is, you're never gonna have the perfect start. You're like thinking of like people racing on a track. Like, you're never gonna have that. You're lined up, you know, ready, set, gun goes off and you go. You're never gonna have the perfect launch. And I can't remember if it's my buddy Dwight, my brother Dwight over at Grind Legacy. Check out Grind Legacy, by the way. I think he's the one that has a shirt that says like failure is necessary. And Pat may be the one, these might be crisscrossed. Pat may be the one that says, you know, oh, I just had it. Not failure is necessary. It's, you have to accept failure, or failure is part of the process. So something along those lines. You have to just start and say, okay, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail forward, and I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm just gonna keep failing forward, and I'm gonna accept failure, and failure is gonna be the best lesson of all. Like, you just gotta do it. You just gotta go for it. Kind of went off on a tangent on this one, but it's, you know, the whole thing. If this is where the story ends, if this is where my t-shirt design story concludes, and that's fine, and I'm happy with it because I gave it my best. Somebody out there, you know, even my first t-shirt purchase, somebody said, hey, I like what Archer's doing, I'm gonna support that. And have somebody say, hey, I like what Archer's doing enough to say, hey, can you do something for me? If this is where the road ends, that's A-okay. I'm fine with it. But for all of you out there, I want you to just try, just give it a shot. And if you fail, accept it. Just accept the failure and take that as the biggest learning you can have. I don't even know if this is gonna be a vlog post. Even this Vlogmas thing is strange to me. It's weird to me. Vlogging, what I like about the vlogging is that it's like, it's what I normally would do on podcasts. Or it's normally what I would talk, I feel like I'm talking about what I would talk about on the podcast, which I'm probably going to shoot this week. I haven't done a HeyArcher podcast in a month. Even though I've been uploading so much content, it's been about a month. This vlogging thing is just like, it's wild to me. And I do thank Catherine Manning for putting Vlogmas on her thing, because that was another thing to try. I was just there watching the video. Like, legit, when you watch Vlogmas episode 1, yeah, I was reenacting it, but that's really what happened. If you go back and watch episode 1, I legit was sitting down, I think it was at work, and I was on my way to work, and she mentioned the Vlogmas thing, and I was like, I don't know what that is. So when I got home, I loaded up the video on TV, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh, it seems like an interesting concept. And I don't vlog anyway. That's not my wheelhouse. But I was like, I'll give it a shot. And if I fail at the 25 days or the 30 days, I think we'll obviously go back and watch the first one, but we're doing this for 30 days. I was like, if I fail at doing it, then so be it. But at least I tried. And if I fail, we're gonna embrace the failure and move on. But even in the 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't remember what day this one comes out, in the days that have led up to this video, I've already learned so much. So that's all I got, I think, on that front. I think I'll set up the Christmas tree stuff. Maybe it'll be a different video. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think this is episode 7. I'm pretty sure this is episode 7. It's all fusing together. Anyway, thanks for the support. Thanks for following. Check out the Pat Flynn video. I'll link it down below. And I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm in like chill mode. And it's a good mode to be in. And I want all of you to be there. Enjoy the ride with me. Comment down below if you're enjoying Vlogmas. Comment down below if you have a project that you're working on. Comment down below even if the video brought you 15 seconds of enjoyment. I mean, if you made it this far, you've gone beyond 15 seconds or minutes, whatever. But just comment down below, and the chat's yours. It's not mine, just like the channel. It's not mine, it's yours. So like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to all you nerds in the next video from my messy bedroom. Well, that's it. We're gonna make a Vlogmas t-shirt. That's gonna be the Place It. The Place It tutorial is gonna be a Vlogmas t-shirt. I'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.